Okay. Well, what is important to you, the story or the picture?
Um, the story is important to me, more important than the pictures. Um, I like to read the story to know what happened and the moral lessons in the story.
What is moral in the story? Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Well, so both of them, like
Yeah,
the
both of them.
story, yeah, and but you said a
Mhm.
story is more important than picture, right?
Yes,
Yeah, of course. So maybe in the past we used to just check first. We used to look at the picture, then I remember that then we decided to buy something like okay if it's good or
yeah.
not, but not now. Totally different. Well, okay.
What's the
So
best comic book you ever read? Um, what's
I
the
just
best comic book?
Yeah, of course. Just before I forget, before we answer the next question, don't forget to use the verb matter. I think I told you because we normally use it. Of course, when you say it's important, it's correct, definitely correct, and I don't want to say that no. But if you want to have another one, for example, you can say, for me, the story matters more than the picture. This one maybe is a
Mm,
little bit. I did it more natural. So for me, this story matters more than pictures. So and then you can use I'd rather. So it's good because we use it. We use it. I'd rather read the story. Use it. I like to read the story to know what happened. A little bit change it maybe. I'd rather read the story to understand, to know. So we can use the phrasal verb find out to find out what happened and to, as you said, to you talked about moral. Moral is good, and you said the moral lesson in the story. Of course, you don't say moral lesson because moral is moral, so it means the
yeah,
lesson that you learn. And you can
lesson.
say if you want to make it a little bit more, just like American, you can say to find out what happened and to take away the lesson behind it to
Yeah,
take away the lesson behind it. Okay. The lesson behind
yeah,
it, that is like take away means to learn, to gain something here. That take away is different because we use it in different way. Here means to learn, to gain something like experience. And of course, find out that is a really casual way to say learn. To learn, to
yeah.
discover, you can say find out. Okay. And now, uh, let's keep going. Oh, I got cold. That's so. Why?
You get cold.
You know, typical of fall for me. So it's always
Mm,
happens. So it's fall again, schools,
mm.
and you will see 10 times. So every fall. Oh God. So let's keep going. The next one. Okay. What is the best comic book you've read? Yeah, I think I asked you this, like, no, I know it was about another book. So, but well, I want to ask you another question, not comic. I want to ask you about the best book that you've read. Tell me why, when. Okay, like, let me change it to a part two question for IELTS, but I don't want to make an IELTS answer because, it's totally different. I want you to answer this question. When and why? And what the book was and what the book was about. So tell me about it, the best book.
Mm, let me see. Mm, My I like
Mm.
um, the souls uh, sit of soul. Um, I like the books the best. It names it names um, sit of soul. Um, I bought it from the bookstores. Um, maybe many years ago, about 10 years ago. Um, in the book, there are hundreds of story, short story, uh, to tell us about the uh, relationship between parents and children, teachers and students, or friends. Uh, every story, like seems to be real life, seem to be in real life, seem uh, or every stories come from real life, um, and it's um, similar to my life, and I take away um, many lessons behind it, behind reading, behind it. Yeah. Mm, it's a series of books. There are many books about uh, the topic, and I usually answer sometimes when I teach my children. I remember the stories in the book and tell them. mm, yeah, my children loves that those stories too, mm, because it's easy to understand and remember, easy to remember.
Chorus, very good. Okay. Well, I liked good. So, but you said that the name was Seeds of Soul.
Song, is it
Soul.
of song?
Seeds of Soul, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just I was trying to figure out. Well, so I like this book the best. So you can use
I
I
like this
like
book the
this
best.
book the best. When you want to say that this is my favorite and you can use the best. I like this book the best. And that was good. I want to keep it. It was really good, the use of it. And so now I want to change it a little bit. Of course, you can say, as I told you, no problem. So let me see, let me think. So let me see. Both of them are okay, but
Let me see.
maybe this one is a little bit natural. So my favorite book is this. It's okay. And but I bought it at a bookstore, so the preposition, and it's a collection, as you said, of hundreds of short stories, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
hundreds of
First.
story,
So
the short
now
story in the book.
yes. So now I changed from to because you said I bought it from bookstore, but at bookstore. So you should be
But
changed.
yeah,
Yeah. And uh so you said in the book there are no. In the book there are no. You should say it's a collection of how many stories? Like, hundreds of shorter stories, as you said, like
yeah,
hundreds of short stories. Okay. About, you said relationship between parents and children, right? And teacher student like this. And every story feels like real life. Every story feels like real life. Feels like real life. And of course, and you said, like, a lot of them remind you of your own experiences. Remind you of your own experiences. Okay. And of course, just take away perfect. Just when you want to use it, I think you said I take away because you've read the story. So if I were you, I would use present perfect. I've taken away.
Yeah.
So this one is better because you're
Okay.
talking about something that actually you experienced in
Yeah.
past, still now. So I've taken away so many lessons from reading it. So this way is better. Just a little change, and the answer is perfect. And I like the way, so now the way that you use new phrase and words, that was really good. So I have some advanced phrases here. First, collection of stories.
Yeah.
Second one, feels like real life. That
Yeah.
is, seems real. That is a natural way to say it seems real. And remind
Okay.
me of, that is like makes you think of something. And of course, my own experience, it's remind me of, because it's like you are emphasizing something personal, so you can say that my own experience. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, keep going. Well,
Does a
and
person's favorite superhero tell you anything about their personality? What does your favorite superhero say about your personality? Does a person's favorite superhero tell you? Yes. Mm, superhero tell me um, about their personality. Mm, brave, like being brave. Mm, easy, ready to help. Mm,
bravery.
bravery. Yeah.
Yes.
Uh, ready to help. Mm, mm, uh, brilliant, brilliant, being brilliant, brilliant, or intelligent.
Intelligence.
Mm, superhero, superhero. Uh, mm, good. Um, um,
So they are
have a
telling you
good health. They superhero have a good health.
have a good
A
health.
strong, very strong, strong in their mind and um, physically strong and physically and mentally strong. Ready to have
Of course.
and mhm, and and this maybe my favorite superhero. Uh, uh, um, I think I'm I like helping people and I sympathize with the poor, mm,
Yeah,
unfortunately, and less fortunate
less fortunate.
people.
Yeah, so yes, as you said, superheroes. So let's change the structure a little bit. Yes, superheroes are usually brave. They're always ready to help others. They show a lot of bravery and intelligence. They show a lot of bravery. So let me write bravery and intelligence, as you said. Yes, and most of them are in excellent health. They are strong both physically and mentally. So they're strong both physically and mentally. And they also have courage and a strong sense of responsibility. So they also have courage and strong sense of, I need more place, responsibility. You can finish your answer this way. Okay, like this.
And a strong sense
Yes,
of strong sense of responsibility here.
yes. Yeah. Well,
Hmm.
and this one,
Original sense of
yeah.
responsibility.
When you read book, not comic only. So when you read comics or books, who is more interesting? The hero or the villain? Villain means bad character. A hero, the opposite of hero. So which one?
Villain.
Yeah, which one? I
When
don't
I
know.
read when I read
Comics.
comics, who is more interesting? Yeah. For me, the hero is more interesting
Yeah,
than the villain. Um, because the hero is the one I want to become. I want to become. Yeah. So I think I learned so many personality from the hero. Mm, yes, and the heroes is more interesting than the villain.
more attractive. Right.
Attractive. Huh?
Yeah, with positive
Um,
personality. Yeah.
yeah, attractive, more positive, personality. Personality. Yeah.
Yeah. But by the way, I think it depends on the stories. Sometimes, really, sometimes negative characters are so attractive, especially when they are
Mm,
handsome. Yeah, really, it affects, like, you're watching something, you say, wow, look at this negative character. So I was watching an animation. Maybe you watched it, Zootopia. And it was about a rabbit who want to be a police officer, and of course, a fox. That is the negative character of the story. Of course, at the end of the story, they become good friends, and of course, uh, positive or maybe hero or positive character can change the negative one too, and of course, to make it do a better way. But the negative even it's an animation, but the negative character, so like the fox is handsome and attractive and I like,
mm,
yeah, really sometimes, So it depends. For example, I remember that um, Batman and Joker. So the negative positive, I think, is really the super story because I think every superhero story needs a good villain. So you know what? So should be strong.
Meet a good villain.
I think definitely needs a good villain because and the villain should be clever, handsome. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So to make the story more interesting, more attractive, or like and to grab all your attention. But if no, just about a normal just story about the hero or superhero, who liked it maybe not that interesting. But as you said, yes, it can be more interesting than the villain because uh just don't forget, you said I want to be. The hero is the one I would like to be is better.
Oh,
Here, I
yeah.
like, yeah, of course. And you said I feel like I can learn a lot of good qualities, a lot of good
Mm.
qualities from the hero. And of course, heroes are more attractive since they have positive personalities. And of course, they set a good example. Set a good example. Yeah. So maybe this one. And means they behave in a way that you can follow, that you can admire, like this. Yeah. And if you want to make more interesting, if you want to make it stronger and more national, say much more
Much
interesting.
more.
Yes. Both are correct, acceptable and correct, but this one is maybe stronger and more natural. Ah, this one is good. So if you could have a superpower, what would it be? Yeah. Mine, invisibility. I would go everywhere without being visible.
uh, would I have um if I could if I could have
Could have
super what
power.
power? Uh, I would I would um I would have my family richer, more wealthy. Then I would have and your family
Yeah.
rich
Oh,
and
everyone.
have a good, have a better life. After that, I would have uh, everyone, every poor peoples in Vietnam, um, to be to have health, healthy and richer, healthy and wealthy lives. Yeah, no longer poor. Um, I would have um, the principal, the hospital to have a medicine to can I could help um, to help to create the medicine to cure every every disease uh, and make um, and There are there could not have any diseases. Uh, and uh, there there would not be uh, any people endure endures cancer.
Yeah.
No cancer. I mean no cancer in
Yeah.
the world.
Wow, great. Actually, that was a really good answer, but so it's a magic. It's like it's not superpower. That was you need to have here. It's not superpower because superpower is about you. Like, but maybe more than this, you need magic, but it's okay. So if I could have a superpower, I would make my family wealthy first. Then I'd help you and your family have a better life.
Mm,
So I'd help, that is really important to use a word. I'd help you and your family have a better life. After that, of course, I would want to help everyone in my country and so they could live healthy.
mm,
And you can say, for example, because a healthy, for example, they could live healthy lives or prosperous or healthy lives. And of course, I would also work on creating medicine at the hospital to help people stay healthy. So I
mm.
would work on, I'd also work on creating like medicine at a hospital to help. Yeah, this one is maybe better. Hmm. And good answer. Meaningful answer, actually. Deep, meaningful answer. And yeah, really. So because the end, I mean the end. So yeah. Just let me say, because I use a collocation, I said people could live healthy and prosperous. So let me write it here.
That's great.
Yes. Healthy and I think it's one good and you can lives.
Prosperous,
Yes. What is the meaning of
wealthy,
it?
wealthy,
Like
wealthy,
successful. Yes,
and successful.
healthy, I said. And you say, like, and healthy, wealthy. I mean, healthy, wealthy, maybe. Successful, financially, especially, stable, successful. So you can say healthy, wealthy, or prosperous. Okay. And yeah, keep going. Okay. Oh, what are some complaints that some parents have about comic books?
Well, some complaints that some parents have about comic books.
Yeah, really, I haven't thought about it. So, what are some complaints that parents have about comic
Maybe
books?
children love comic books.
So,
They they read a lot.
they read books.
Uh, I think um I don't think parents have a complaint about comic books, except the contents of some of them. Contents of them.
Maybe, yeah.
Um, some of them. Uh, some of them contains um, improperty. Impropriate.
Inappropriate. Inappropriate.
Appropriate. Yeah, inappropriate. not inappropriate. Inappropriate
Content, you mean?
content. Yes.
Yes.
Some of them has some of them have inappropriate contents.
Maybe.
Mhm. Some genre of comic books are inappropriate too.
Maybe the age, maybe, or no, I don't think because comics are designed to be appropriate for actually maybe teenagers, kids, sometimes young adults. So it's like, I don't think that, but by the way, so
Mhm.
this is the thing I've never, I think the point maybe because sometimes we can see it's not, yeah, I do agree, inappropriate, maybe, but what is this? Maybe romance, maybe yes. For example, sexual content, sometimes they have, yeah, or sometimes bad language, we have it. Maybe they're not suitable for younger readers. But of course, parents may feel. But I think the first problem is excessive violence sometimes. You know why? Weapon,
Oh,
this is about hero or, for example, superhero fighting, weapons, aggressive behavior. Sometimes we have this. So maybe children imitate this violent actions. Mm, I think children
yeah,
might,
violent.
yeah, violent actions. Like, I don't know, they have weapon. They want to imitate, they want to follow. So parents might be worried that, I don't know, about the fight scene or in superhero comics. Maybe they're too violent for kids, for children.
Yeah,
The second
yeah,
one,
yeah,
yes, I do agree with you. You said inappropriate, but can be because some of them they include actually mature theme. What is mature theme? Like, romance, for example, or I don't know, sexual content. Yes, some of
oh
them.
yes, yes,
Yes, of course. Or sometimes, so maybe parents may feel these are not suitable for younger
yeah,
learners. Suitable for younger learners. And you said read too much, definitely.
yeah.
Addiction, yes.
They in
Addiction,
they
too much,
the kids
especially
too much.
too much screen time. So if they want to read online, because you know that comics, especially digital ones, we have web comics, for example, digital or web comics. So they actually can make kids spend too much
Welcome.
time reading. So, of
Mm,
course, I think parents uh, think it may affect homework, like, affect homework or outdoor activities, maybe social interaction, because it's a kind of like addiction we can. And I think the most important problem, this is I was thinking about it actually, and what came to my mind is superheroes are fantasy. You know what I mean? They are not real. So they
mm,
might create unrealistic ideas about life. They're not real. So I think because they are fantasy. So they might create unrealistic ideas about life. You know what I mean? About problem solving, you know? for example, I don't know, kids say, okay, if I have problem, for example, I can take my gun and it like, or for example, I can have a superpower, so it's not real. Maybe I think that, and what will happen if children feels like, okay, I can have an unrealistic maybe solution for my problem. If they can't, they might be disappointed because actually it doesn't match. Real life doesn't match comics. It's different. They're totally different. So maybe it might be disappointing for them. That I think this one. So just this, nothing, maybe.
Out of time. We have to log out.
Oh, of course, yes. Just may I ask you just 2 minutes, and I can drink water and keep going because I start
Okay.
coughing. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.